Text hallucinations. One day, books in the library lose their punctuation. The librarian asks everyone to remain calm. Minutes later, the punctuation returns. But for weeks, the patrons go about the stacks on cloud feet. Napping in sample space. Something happened just then, peculiar in the sense of riches in cattle. Trumpets, violins, oboes emitted sounds above our hearing. They made us heartsick, but we couldn't prove it. Careful not to put our feet where the paint wasn't dry, we descended. Darkling beetles burrowed in the soil. A spear of grass tasted of asparagus. The minutes passed, and a tide overtook our mattress. Now there was nowhere in sight, no place left to look out from. We were free, but fretful as night herons roosting in daylight. Criterion of truth. Alone in the reference room, we take another look at the record. Who doesn't like a good mystery? Bills of credit, bills of lading, erasures that leave a mark. A suspect sets himself up, then dashes off, disconnects the dots. He takes a touch of rain with him. Yellow iris, almanac. Blame it on speech balloons, skewed to the extreme, although, if I'm reading this right, the planet sheds its past under pressure, for example, near the mouths of thermal vents, where giant tube worms and eyeless shrimp bear witness, which is another way of saying, sympathetic listener. Another night of sketchy props, skittish backdrops. A scout returns in silence, shaken by what he's seen. Getting old isn't as fun as it used to be. Not that it was ever a matter of time only. We go about our business, subjects in a thought experiment, hastened by the feeling idea that, regardless of what has come before, this rent in the curtain is ours alone to pass through. We gather in the kitchen, where the conversation turns to the big game. During commercials, I get up and walk around, try to avoid the influencers, but it's like swatting moonbats. A sympathy of clocks brings us to the edge of tears. Everyone expects one last drink, a kiss from the host, and some kind of pearlage, a goodie bag that sorrow might enter as to a foundry and be transformed. Toss, repeat. The chance of a lifetime had us on edge. We thought we had it, and maybe we did, but it kept coming back in all its purposes. As if to catch us unawares, it cupped its hands, and we heard the music no instrument makes. As with the speech-to-song illusion, we couldn't explain it. Heavy rains in the Pacific Northwest, gardens in the air. A salmon, decomposing in a stream, wakes inside the body of a redwood. In China, they say, "Did a ghost make these marks? Is this a bird language?" You ask, is this a whale fall? Is it some signature event in the emergency of its unmaking?